Hi guys, welcome. Okay, I'm here for the first live stream of the day. Let's see. First one I have is TD Love. Looks like you may have some anxiety around love, but that's moving into the past. You also have some money coming in, which is a side note. Okay, you have a water sign coming in around you, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. You're going to be feeling a little bit more balanced the days to come. And out of the blue, you're going to hear from someone. There's passion coming in around you. And there's also some fun, exciting times with a little bit of spontaneity. There may be a choice too that comes in around love. You may have more than one person around you coming up in the near future. Stojans, general. Perseverance. You got perseverance around you. You're going for something. Use your intuition. Your intuition's on fire lately. You may be having a breakthrough with your third eye. It looks like if you're not with anyone, there are air signs around you. Libra, Gemini, Scorpio, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. If you're not with anyone right now, balance is also going to get restored to your life. Your intuition is really hot. And whatever it is that you're pursuing, it could be a school thing, it could be a job, whatever it is, I think that you're going to get it. And I also think that it's going to be somewhat like a soul calling. You're pursuing or going after something in the near future that's going to be very significant. Allison, what's going on with the Leo? What's going on in Leo, the Aries mind about us? A little bit up and down. Like on one hand, wants success around the situation, but feels lack of passion. On one hand, they're looking for success in the relationship, but they've got a lot of demons that they're fighting. They're kind of up and down. They're all over the place when it comes to this relationship. Hasti. Yesterday, the cards show that AG may be in two minds after meeting me. What confusion or thoughts will cause him the two minds? Well, it's like on one hand, he feels like he's ready for a commitment. On the other hand, he feels like he's not. He feels like he holds himself back. He also may feel like financially he's not 100% secure yet. He's just going to be very uncertain. It may take him some time to really make a decision. Josette, I miss Dre so much. Should I reach out to him or let him be? Okay, should we reach out? I get a 70% chance you should reach out to him. My suggestion always for anyone that's going to reach out, to me, it's always a good idea rather than waiting to hear from someone, which is horrible. Like, it's just a horrible place to be. If you're waiting to hear from somebody, it creates more waiting. Waiting creates waiting. So if you could reach out first, that's good. Only do it when you're feeling positive and you're feeling confident. If you're feeling skeptical, then hold off. Wait until that feeling passes. Gabs. Oh, thank you for that. Thank you very much. General reading for myself. Sure. What's going on here? For Gabs. Got a couple of good things going on. Okay, so moving forward, you're going to start to feel that balance enters your life, which is a good thing. The Two of Pentacles is like balance, like life is balanced. Work, school, family, friends, love. It's not like, you know, spending 100 hours a week at work and doing nothing else. So that's beneficial. You have a love connection here. If you're not with anyone right now, someone comes in, could be an air sign, Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. If you are with someone right now, your current relationship would be deepening or rekindling. You have a wish that comes in, that comes true. That could be something that you feel very passionately about, and maybe something that you're doing work-wise or school-wise. So the Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles would be a new job, new skill. It could be going back to school for something like taking a certification for something that you could use to make money within the future. Three of Pentacles is a relationship to work where it's pretty grounded and stable, where you wouldn't be really feeling like you're going to lose your job. Pretty sure that you're stable and you're going to be there a long time. Moving forward, you're setting up some nice boundaries with the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords cuts both ways, but it also cuts out any nonsense. So any bullshit that's going on in your life, you're going to get rid of it, and you're going to move forward into things that are a little bit more real, a little bit more deep, not letting people take advantage of you, but letting people know exactly what you want. Decisions, you're going to have some decisions to make, but you have a whole lot of strength around you to do that. Look out for a couple of arguments. There's small. Sometimes when you start setting boundaries, arguments pop up because people are used to taking advantage of you. That's not going to happen for you anymore. Now you're setting boundaries, and some people may be like, but hey, you always used to do this. And you're like, well, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm over it. And with all of that, anxiety and worry moves into the past. So I think that over the next couple of months, you got some good things happening. Good things coming up. Josette, how does Dre feel about me? Like you're about to embark on a transformation, or it could be that the relationship is growing and changing. Generally, the Death card is growth and transformation, but it's usually for something better, not for something worse. It's usually not a deterioration. It's usually getting better. It feels that you're balanced, serene, calm and cool, strong, very strong, and loving and kind. TD. How does the Aries feel about me adding him? Did he accept it? He felt lucky. He felt lucky. That's great. He felt lucky. It feels like things can move forward quickly with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Good. Kira. I think I remember dreaming about Leroy before I met him. Was that him in my dream? All right, let's see. Yes, it was. Araceli, what can I do to get Adam from taking my hours at work? Haha, that's a good one. What can I do to get Adam from taking my hours at work? All right, well, it suggests that you use your intuition. And I would say, can you go to the boss? I mean, I think he's got to be, I don't think he gets the hours, because what comes up around you is business. Yeah, use your intuition. I don't think that he's given your hours. I don't know if they can legally give him your hours, but I would go to the boss, make sure that you have your hours. But I don't think he can take them. I think it's a legal thing. Like, he can't just take them. You got the Eight of Pentacles, you're going to work. I would make sure, open your mouth. I would say something to somebody, but I don't think that he can just take them. I don't think that that's going to work for him. If you show up and he shows up and you're scheduled, I think by law, you have to be the one that works. Miss Ronnie, what's the next time the Sag will pop up or reach out? Sagittarius, I always feel like they're like nailing Jello to the wall. You just never know with them. It could be within the next 9 days. Goonie, should I tell Molly I'm leaving June 15th? Yes. Kira, should I move in with Leroy? Yep, 70% chance, yes, you should. And 70% chance, I think that if we were to ask that question again in a couple of weeks, it would go up even higher because the time is coming closer. Siba, what did T the Leo's current energy towards me right now? T the Leo. A little bit argumentative and a little bit anxious. So I don't know what the heck's going on over here, but feeling like he's waiting for his ship to come in. He feels a little bit ungrounded and a little bit disconnected. I don't know if you guys had words recently, or he's maybe just driving himself nuts. Hasti, am I destined for a married family life or a spiritual celebrate life? You can have both. You don't have to have one or the other. You can have both. There's no reason why you can't. I think that you can definitely have both. I know that there are some spiritual practices that think that you can only have sex if you want children. But I believe that you can have both. I do. Especially if you're with the right partner, I think you can have both. I don't think you have to make a choice. I mean, I would say if I had to choose one, I would say family life over spiritual and celibate, but you could have both. It's like, I think that there was also a time where people looked at like making money was evil, or if you had money, you were evil. And I don't believe that to be true either. I believe if you work hard, you deserve it. But I also believe that with that money, you can do a lot of good things. You can help other people. You can donate it. You can raise money for people or things. Like I love to give to the bully crew, the New York bully crew, because I love pit bulls. And you can do a lot of good with it. And it's the same thing. Like you can be in a loving relationship and you can have children and still be spiritual. I think you can have both. And I think that you can have money on top of it. I think that the limits that we put are in our own minds because of the way that we grew up and the things that we were taught and how we grew up. But if you just kind of think, well, why can't I have it all? You can have it all. Phantom, may I have a general reading? Gemini, sure. All right, if you're not with anyone right now, you got a couple of people coming in. You got a water sign coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer, but you also have a Capricorn here. If you are with someone now, there's success around your current relationship. If you're not with anyone right now, there's success around the new relationship that comes in. There's something here that's very fated that's going to happen. Put you at the right place at the right time, divinely guided. That might not have to do with love. That could have to do with something else because it looks like your life turns around pretty quickly or things turn upside down. Life just changes with the Eight of Wands changes fast. Feeling like the world is at your feet, and you have the Ten of Pentacles here, but it's in reverse, which would mean that there's a large sum of money coming in, but it might be delayed. You may not get it as fast as you're hoping for, or you may not get it as fast as you expected. It's still coming in though. Kira, how's Leroy's mom feel about me moving in with him? She's a little bit worried. She's a little bit worried. Nine of Swords is in reverse, which means it's not. She's not tremendously worried, but she's a little bit worried that it could be. And this would be an ultimate disaster in reverse, not so much of a disaster. So what I'm thinking is that there's a part of her that thinks that it could be a really bad idea, but that's a small part of her. Overall, she thinks that it'll be okay. She actually thinks that it may be good for both of you financially. And she thinks that the wish card is here, that things should work themselves out. But there's a little piece of her that's worried about it. Unapologetically, Sarah. What is my crush Trevor's next move towards me? Looks like communication picks up. Communication should pick up, and you guys should be connecting soon. Now, I know that most of us are under lockdowns here, so I don't know how soon it's going to be, but the Lover's card is here. So you should be seeing one another in person coming up as soon as you can. But I think communication comes in. TD, will he accept soon? A 70% chance, yes, he accepts soon. What's the matter, Bobby? You just woke up? Stephanie, how is he feeling about me today? Seeing me and talking. Feels good. He feels like things are evolving, that things are, we're a little bit stable. He's a little bit undecided. He's got the Two of Swords here, which could be decisions. But overall, he's feeling pretty good. He feels like slow and steady wins the race. You guys are kind of getting back on track, and he thinks that's good. All right, let me get you. What happened? What happened? You just woke up? Oh, Dylan. Dylan's checking you out? Dylan's checking you out? All right. All right, I got you. I got you. Big girl. Amy, what's Noah the Pisces been up to lately? He's been a little distant in his texts. Okay. All right, don't put the purple in your mouth. Oh, is that sad? Look at that sad face. You see it? Stop that. He's got a lot going on around him, either with work or working on something. It depends where he is in his life or what he's doing. Like if he can physically be at his job or his work or school or whatever it is he does all day, that's what he's preoccupied with. If he's not working and he can't leave his home, he's working on something in the home, and that's what's taking up a lot of time. Like he's really into something. It could be something he does with his hands. But you're going to hear from him. Communication's not getting cut off. What? Want to go on your belly? I know you like it better on your belly. Stephanie, was he being distant today? And if so, why? Oh, yeah? he was being distant. If he wasn't meaning to be. Maybe he was just like a little bit distracted or tired or something. But he's not coming off as being distant on purpose. What happened? Why are you crying? You got the saddest little crying face. You ate? You're gonna tell me you're hungry again? All right, let me get her another bottle. This kid, you like to eat a lot. All right, we'll get you another bottle. It's already made. I think you're already made. You got the saddest little crying face. There it is. Dylan is in your, he's on your pillow, so we're gonna have to improvise. We're gonna have to improvise, that's all. All right, hold on, don't cry. Let me just shake it up a little bit. Oh, all right, don't cry, it's coming. Oh, I know, you got a sad cry, baby, I know. All right, there you go, okay, good. Oh, there's one from Stephanie here. Oh, there it is. What are his thoughts about us talking last night? Okay. Avery, please. What are his thoughts about us talking last night? He feels good. He feels like he got a lot off his chest. He feels like it went well. He's releasing the burden. He's still a little bit anxious. I mean, he's still not totally in the best place, but like anxiety is starting to move into the past for him, which is a good thing. He's not holding himself back as much. He's starting to feel a little bit more relaxed and a little bit more at peace. It's a good thing. I figured out what it is that smells good. It's the detergent. It's Gain, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Gain. It's in a green bottle. That's what it is. Remember I was saying last night, something here smells good. I couldn't figure out what it was. It's the Gain. Jada. What female archetype resonates with me? Well, the Empress is here, which could be like a Greek god, could be like Aphrodite, or I think Venus is the Roman one, but they're really the same thing. But that question really is for you to answer. What do you think resonates with you? How do you see yourself? You know, and then it also depends on what you believe in. I would say most of us, most people, I mean, we're like multifaceted, right? So we have the ability to create, and we also have the ability to destroy. And it usually goes in some sort of a cycle. You may find it interesting to read about Kali, the god. She's got really long hair and she's got a lot of arms. She's like the great destroyer, but she's also like you're all of it. You know, she just may be interesting. Read about her. She's interesting. She's like, when you fear something, she shows up and she kind of like stares fear like in the eye. She like kind of like eats fear. I don't know. She's very interesting, and for some reason she popped into my head. So think about that. Oh, what's the matter? You may want to read about her. She's interesting. Collie. CL. Does OV is trying to tell me that he's not interested. Okay. You want more or you want to take a break? What do you think? You want to take a burp? Should we take a burp? Good girl. That was it. Whoa, that was it. All right, let's see. Is OV trying to tell me he's not interested? I'm only getting a 33% chance that's what he's trying to tell you. So I'm curious as to what he's saying. Maybe maybe he may not be ready for things to move forward fast, but I don't think it's that he's not interested. Felix is a new subscriber. Welcome, Felix. Am I able to have biological kids? That's a good one. Let's see. I believe you are. What it shows here too is the Knight of Swords, which could indicate something like this. It could be that you think that you can have biological kids. It could be something like you're told that, or it just doesn't happen. And then the Knight of Swords, it would happen out of the blue when you least expect it, when you thought that it can't happen. I do think you can. I do. Boy. Don't pull on that, baby. All right. There you go. Settle in there, lover. Jada, general reading. You got a decision coming in that you may have to make around work or around a job. It could be something career-wise. It could be also a business decision, like whether or not you open up a business of some type. It looks too like you're making it to the top of the mountain and you can breathe a sigh of relief coming up. That may be when it comes to money, feeling like all the hard work that you put in starting to finally pay off. Maybe it's a business thing. Life changes for you quickly overnight. You've got magic around you. So when you have the Magician, your thoughts manifest. Focus on what you want, not what you don't want, because all thoughts manifest. Give energy to what it is that you want. You're about to embark on a huge transformation. Things are transforming around you. Things are not going to be the same for much longer. Josette. Will I get my daughter, Cheyenne, back? I've been fighting with CPS courts to get her back for 3 years now. It's frustrating and emotional. I bet it is. Oh, you got a little, there you go. Let me help you out there. You want more? I got more. There's no need to cry. We're not going to cry over that. I'll give you more. All right, let's see. We're going to get Cheyenne back. I want to say yes. That's how I feel, but let's see what the cards say. I'm going to get Cheyenne back. Get Cheyenne back. You're going to get her back. So think positive. Focus on her being back with you because she's coming back, I believe. Yeah, I think you're getting her back. We'll all send you some positive energy. I know anything, when you have to deal with anything in the court system, it's a real pain in the ass. Really. And now with the this lockdown, everything's getting taken even longer. Kira, is the toddler I dreamed about my future daughter? All right, baby, I don't want you to suck it down so fast. You're sucking it down too fast. Take a break, for the love of God. All right. If you suck it down too fast, it may come back up. And then what good is that? What good is that? All right, don't worry. Yes, it's your future child. I believe so. I think so. All right, let me get you your little seat. I'm going to have to move Dylan. All right, baby. Hold on. Dylan, can I have this? Thank you. Oh, I just turned the TV on with my foot. How do you like that? I don't want you to suck it down so fast, my baby, because then you... Come on. All right, baby, we got it right here. Shh. Slowly. Jeez. I think next month we get cereal. She gets cereal. Can you imagine that? This kid eats so much. Yeah, then we're gonna have a whole new adventure. Cereal. Yeah, that's right. You tell him. Cereal. Georgia, what has RS been thinking regarding us today? He kind of feels like things right now are stalled, and he feels like he's taking a break and he needs a little bit of space. Now what? I don't know, when's the last time you heard from him? Because it looks like he's looking for a little bit of a break or some space. Adriana, why haven't I stopped dreaming about him? Well, there's a lot going on. He's thinking of you, or he's been thinking of you. There's also something in your subconscious that's playing out that has nothing to do with him. So it comes up like something subconscious. That's something you have to answer. It could be something like a soul wound or something that repeatedly has happened to you in life. And that's coming up. So there's a number of reasons why he's showing up in the dreams. I mean, I do believe it's because he's thinking about you too, but there's more to it than that. There's something else that's going on deeper than that. And it usually ties back to a soul wound. Usually, most of these people that show up in our lives are pulling out something inside us. They're mirroring something in us that we believe about ourselves. And that usually comes up, and it comes out a lot in dreams, because dreams deal a lot with the subconscious mind. Adriana, when is he coming back, and is it for good? It could be sometime late summer, early fall. Well, he comes back. I mean, I can't say that it's going to be forever and ever until the day you guys die, but he comes back for a significant reason, for a significant amount of time. You know, it's hard because you know, when you're living in the moment, it seems like, well, like this is like the be all end all, but it's not. Like sometimes there's more to come. There's other players that show up, you know, like there's just a whole lifetime ahead of you. So is it for good? It's for good for now. Hasti. What will AG finally decide after conflicting thoughts? Commitment with me or not? It's gonna rain again? It's got cold here. It's like only 40. I think that he'll decide on commitment and it'll be your choice. It looks though like things go back and forth quite a bit before he decides. He may be back and forth like a number of times before he makes a final decision. Tessa, how do my ex Aries feel about our separation? They're feeling a little bit of relief right now because I think that they feel like they need to have a little bit of space. And I don't think just space from the relationship, but I think space from everybody. I think they're kind of pulling their energy back right now, feeling a little bit stabbed in the back, a little bit like they want to disconnect, and a little bit like they just need some space, not just from you, but from like life in general. They're kind of withdrawing. Adriana, am I going to start the relationship I want? Okay. When am I going to start the relationship I want? Maybe sometime this winter. Like December, maybe mid-December. Sarah, what is coming up in my love life? I'm single. Okay, let's see what's coming up in the love life. First card that comes up around you is lovers. Someone here is coming in and you're going to have to make decisions. You end up with happiness. With the 10 cups, it's like happiness on all levels. It's not just like in the love life. It's like happiness. And you have a lot of passion around you. There may be two people around you because it looks like you have to make a decision. There could be an air sign around you, a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. There's going to be decisions. You're going to have more than one choice, for sure. Are we done with this, little miss? Yeah? We take a break? You look satisfied. You look a little bit drunk, to be honest. You drunk? Adriana, what's coming new to me? Rest and relaxation comes in. You also have a creative project coming in around you that could be interesting. and success. The success may have to do with something that has to do with money. There's money coming in. And even though it may be a little bit delayed, you have happiness with all 10 cups being full. That might be delayed. It may not happen right away, but it's coming. Elizabeth, love the next 3 months. You got a Virgo coming in. You have a Libra coming in. Oh boy, you got a lot going on here. You're going to have choices to make. So you got a couple of different people coming in. There's a Virgo and a Libra, or it could be a Virgo on the Libra cusp. You have an Aquarius here. You have leaving the past in the past and moving forward, heading towards happiness with all 10 cups being full, and success and celebration around love. Things move forward very quickly for you. A lot of passion, and there may even be a change of home coming in the next 3 months. So you got a lot going on here. You got a Libra, Aquarius, and you have a Virgo. So you may have your choice, but it looks like you're focused on moving forward and not in the past. I don't think you're looking for someone to come back from the past. I think you're looking for what's happening in the future. Warda. Is Ann Denham, the Leo, married and hiding it? Yeah. 70% chance yes, and the Judgment card, which would mean that there's something divinely guided here. Yeah. I think now what their situation is, like, are they divorced but they're separated in the middle of, are they married but separated and, in the middle of a divorce? It could be possible. Sometimes people, who was it? Oh, it was a client that I had like last year, started dating somebody, and she was separated for a long time. The divorce was just not final. It was a matter of signing the papers, but they were not together for a very long time. And I don't think it was the guy she's with now. I think it's the guy she was with before, was annoyed that he found out that she was still married. But, it depends how married you are. I mean, marriage is a legal thing, right? Like, that's really all it is. It's like being married in the eyes of the state, like legally. But what's really going on sometimes can be something that's completely different. Brianna, reading for me in the Virgo for the next 2 weeks. Things may be a little bit slow and stagnant over the next 2 weeks. You may be feeling a little bit blah, like things need to pick up. Things will pick up and things change quickly, but it's going to be towards the end of the 2 weeks. That's when strength comes in. You may be working on a creative project, or you may be thinking about going somewhere out of town. But for these next 2 weeks may be kind of like a little bit boring. And then things pick up towards the end of the 2 weeks. Jada. General love. It looks like there may be a little bit of heartbreak now this doesn't have to be a new heartbreak. This just could be an old wound that resurfaces. But this is moving into the past pretty quickly. That's why I don't think it's something new. I think it may be something that you revisit. You got good karma coming in on your side when it comes to love. If you're not with anyone right now, you have an earth sign coming in. Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. You're going to be feeling very lucky. laying down the law, setting up boundaries, and also you have a large sum of money coming in. If you're not with anyone right now, look for the earth sign. If you are with someone right now, regardless, if you're with someone or if you're not, it's going to be divinely guided because you got the Judgment card here, and there's going to be celebration around a relationship that's built well on solid ground. Kira, I know it's random, but general for December 2020. You got good karma, you got strength, balance, serenity, compassion. You may have a little trip in December. Feeling well prepared in December for things to move on and happy. I think that most of us, by the time we get to December, are going to be waiting for the new year. 9 of Cups, your wish comes true. I think that we're all going to be ready for 2021. Colleen, will I meet any more this year? Will you meet anyone this year? Is that it? I got lost here. Oh, I was looking to see if the question is anyone. I wanted to see if you corrected it. Because it says, will I meet any more this year? And I think you mean anyone. Let me ask that, and if I'm wrong, you can correct me. You got a Cancer coming in this year. If you're not with anyone right now, you could meet a Cancer. Yep. Kira, how does Cameron feel about me? I think he's crazy. He may have a crush on you. You got the first card is the Knight of Cups. Yeah, he may feel like you're out of his league and that it's never going to happen. He feels that you're lucky. You're down to earth, you're well grounded, you're successful, you're attractive. He may have a crush on you, but he may feel like, you know, like you're way too out of his league. Miss Anna, what is Jay's energy today? What does he want to tell me? Today he feels stuck. So today's a little different. Yesterday it was a much better day for him. Like he feels like non-transformative, and he feels like somebody has betrayed him. Maybe somebody at work betrayed him. Today he would tell you that he feels like he can't get out of his own way and that he's stuck in a rut. But that's different from yesterday, very different. So something may have happened at work. Or he could just be having a shitty day. Sometimes we have that. Sometimes there's no reason or we don't know why. Danny, what was my client's intention of going behind my back towards my coworkers' services? All right, I don't know what you do for a living, but it looks like this person felt like they had choices or they wanted another opinion. So whatever it is that you do, it looks like they were looking for another opinion or another choice. I don't know if they didn't like the answer that you gave them or what. Sometimes, see, you got the Sun around you and you also have the Ten of Pentacles. So you're okay. They have arguments around them. So sometimes it's like the kind of thing where, this is the impression that I get. I don't know what you do for a living, so I may not be right. But it feels like this person is searching and shopping for like an answer or something to be fixed, or not like physically fixed. And they're going to keep searching until they like it reminds me of um like how do I explain it? Like if you ever watched, I made a video about the lipstick. My friend was like, she's still crazy with lipsticks, but she was always searching for like the better lipstick, and like we knew, like logically we knew that there was no better lipstick because it wasn't about the lipstick, it was about what was going on inside her. And I feel like that's what the client is doing. It's like the client is searching for the next best or the better or who could fix it or who could, but it's really not about that. It's really about what's going on inside them. But the story with the lipstick was, and like we knew it, like it, we were in college, and Guerlain, you know that line Guerlain came out with, I'm not going to kid you, it looked like this, but the tube was clear, right? And it had 4 colors of lip gloss, and they were stacked one on top of the other. Now, I didn't want to say anything because she was like going crazy looking for this lip gloss. I'm not even kidding you. And I thought to myself, you know, when you put the thing in and out so many times, aren't they all going to mix together? But I didn't want to say that, but this is what I was thinking. Anyway, she saw it in the magazine, and when I tell you, she went nuts looking for this lip gloss. Nuts. I mean, she drove to malls all over the place. Finally, what she did was she borrowed somebody's car. I mean, crazy. And she double parked on 5th Avenue, and she went into, I don't know if it was Nordstrom or what, but they had the lip gloss, and it was $28. Never forget. And when she got it home, of course, she hated it because it's not about the lipstick, and this is not about you. It's about what's going on inside her. Anyway, she said that literally, she's like, it was $28. It was like the size of her pinky, and the colors mixed, just as I thought they were going to, but I didn't say anything. I knew she wanted it. But anyway, we always come back to that because it's like, it's never about the item. It's always about what's going on inside us. And I think that that's what your client is doing. Lipstick. Krista. Jay said that he dreamt about me. How's he feeling about the connection? He's feeling a little anxious about the connection. Yeah, he's a little bit worried because, I mean, he knows that there's a connection here, but he's doing nothing about it. So he feels on one hand that he's creating his own disaster, and he's worried about it because nobody's going to wait around forever. You know what I mean? So he's got to do something. He's got to make a decision. There's too much time that's going on. You know, like this isn't right. It's not right for anyone because in every situation, there's always like there's a better for everybody. You know, everybody, you know, it's like you're being stuck in a holding pattern, and it's holding everything up. Priscilla, love for the next 2 months. I'm single. Okay. You're gonna have choices. You are going to have choices around you. 7 of Cups, leaving the past, regret in the past. You have a soulmate connection that comes in with somebody around you right now that you're not seeing. You don't see them. You don't know they're interested in you, but they're there. They're stable. They're hardworking. They may be a Sagittarius. They have a love of adventure. They're very patient. They're very kind. And they may be a lot of fun, too. 4 of Cups is like an offer in front of you that you're not seeing. It always reminds me of Gunther from Friends. You know how he's in love with Rachel, but nobody has any idea? And he makes comments all the time and nobody hears him. That's like Four of Cups. It's like it's right there. He's right here, but you don't see it until they come into the picture. So somebody's going to step forward. Allison, is Victor going to find himself interested in me? Okay, is Victor going to find himself interested in me? Oh, damn, this phone died. I hate that. I think he is interested in you, yeah. Yep. Now I lost my spot on here. See what happens when stupid thing. For some reason, the chat is not loading on here. Hang on, let me see. Okay, I think I got it now. Hang on here. I don't know what the hell I just did. All right. The next person that I have here is Allison, but let me know if I missed anyone that was above Allison, because there may have been somebody above Allison that I can't see. When should I expect love offering, and is it multiple? Love comes in sometime before the spring enters. Is over. %70 chance, yes, it's going to be more than one person. The governor also spoke about reopening strategies, which he continues to insist Krista, decline seeing Jade today. How do you feel about that? He felt a little bit off balance. A little bit, yeah, he was a little disappointed, but he didn't make a big deal about it. He kind of let it go. Jada. Is the Aquarius guy K from my old job having interest in me? Yeah, I think so. 70% chance, yes. Mimi, do I need to worry about JDJ and DM's connection? That's who she's living with now. No, you don't worry about anything. The more you worry about something, the more you blow up the energy. So you always want to give energy to what you want, not what you don't want. Spending time worrying about it isn't going to make things better, but it's going to make it worse. So the best thing to do is to pull your energy back and not even, if you can, like it's hard to tell somebody not to think about something, but the more time you spend worrying, the worse it gets because it sends energy to it. I would, if you can, try to pull your energy completely back from it and just give it some time. Yeah, it looks like things can change quickly for the two of them. And somebody may stab the other person in the back, and then they feel like there's a long road ahead of them for them to get back on track. So it may not even be worth it at that point. Somebody's going to betray the other person or do something hurtful. Colleen, general for the rest of the year. Okay. Love life picks up before the end of the year. You have a wish that comes in around love, and there's a Cancer here. So if you're not with anyone, a Cancer can show up. If it's not a Cancer, it would be your love life moves forward quickly with the Chariot here. It looks like the person may come in out of the blue when you least expect it, and you're no longer going to be waiting for your ship to come in. You may be feeling very prepared and perseverant, pushing forward. This relationship can be guided by the divine. It happens before the end of the year. Huge transformation coming in around you. Intuition is spot on. You have a lot of strength around you, and you have another wish that comes in. I think that the rest of the year is going to be good for you. There's also something nice around money. Five of Pentacles in reverse can indicate paying something off that was once a burden or a nuisance, like paying off a car loan or paying off a credit card or something like that. But it's a good thing. Sweet thing. Kenneth has been doing a lot of popping up. What's the reason? Well, he's feeling a little bit weak, a little bit unprepared, and kind of like a little bit worried. He's also arguing. He's got arguments around him with someone, but I think he's feeling a little bit scared, and he's looking for someone that makes him feel secure and comfortable, and he comes to you. I don't want to say he's having a midlife crisis, but it looks like things have been weighing on his mind, and he's kind of like taking stock of his life. And for some reason, he feels very comfortable being around you. You make him feel safe. That's why he's showing up. Miss Anna, is he falling out of love for me or giving up on us? Neither, but he is holding himself back. He's holding himself back. Elizabeth, how is Ben feeling about our talk about having a child? If he feels a little bit relieved. So I don't know what he said or how he feels, but the 10 of Wands in reverse is feeling relieved. Feels like he needs to make a decision. And arguments are not so bad. So if you argued about it, that's the arguing is over or it's moving into the past. But it feels like he needs to make a decision, and he feels kind of weak. So I don't know what went on or what you guys talked about, but he feels relieved, but like he needs to make a decision, and he feels weak, like he doesn't have the strength to make the decision. I don't know. Does one of you want a child and the other one not? Oh, Josette, send me the question with purple heart. Elizabeth, career reading for the next 3 months. Got the sun coming in. You also have feeling like you made it to the top of the mountain. You could have at least two new job offers, success around a change in career or change in job, feeling lucky, and it could change your life completely overnight. You may even move. There could even be a change of home coming in the next 3 months. You're feeling like all 10 cups are full. It may not happen right away because of this lockdown nonsense, but I think that you're going to get more than one job opportunity for a job change or career change, and it's going to be for the better. Colleen, would B want to chill with me if I asked him? Yes. Anna, did Arky like my picture that I uploaded on Instagram? He never compliments. Yes, he liked it. Oh, Jay Allen, send me the question. I remember seeing it, but I don't remember what it was. Was it, how is Grace feeling? Oh, there we go. Here it is. How is Grace feeling towards me right now? She's feeling prepared, perseverant, connected to her intuition, feels celebration. She feels you're attractive, kind, strong, hardworking. Yeah, she's very attracted to you. Sweet P, why the silence from D? D feels right now like he's got a lot of choices, a lot of strength, a lot of choices, and busy with work, a business, or school, whatever he does all day. There's success around that. So he may be focused more on his professional life than he is on his personal life right now. I don't know what he does all day, but like it would be either business, school, work, career, something like that. And that's what's taking up his time right now, or that's where his focus is. Josette, does Dre ever think about proposing to me ever? I don't see him thinking about marriage at all at this point in his life. Not right now. You know, like men and women are just very different. Like 9 times out of 10, the woman's got to knock the guy over the head. Because men are very much in the moment. The only time I ever really see men go far off into the future is when woman's not treating them right. Like, in other words, I just had this conversation with a private reading. When you, not all men, but if you treat someone too good, a lot of times it kind of devalues you, right? If you're not getting back what you're giving. So for example, if you're, let's just say, making him dinner every day. Every day you make him dinner. Every day you make him dinner. Maybe he works nights. You drop it off at his house. You make him dinner. But he never does anything for you. It kind of, you think you're being nice, but it kind of devalues you. He knows you're going to do it. He expects it. He takes it for granted. I've noticed that men start to chase after the women that don't act like that. And that's when they start to think about the future. They tend to not think about the future when they're living in the moment, and the moment is good. Stupid, I know, but that's how they are. They tend to be very much right now, you know, what's going on now. Allison, who is going to be the one to offer me love? Leo, Victor, or AT? My ex, or, oh, okay, let's see. If I had to choose one, I would say AT, I think. Let me see. Leo, Victor, or AT? My ex. Hang on. Let me try Victor. Victor comes up highest at this point. Sweet thing. Kenneth came out of this phase and pushed forward with me. Will he come forward and push out from this phase and push forward with you? Let's see. Yes. Yes, there's more to come here. Definitely. There's definitely more to come. I'm going to try to plug this phone in because it's a pain in the ass for me to have to do it on this phone. Let's see if I can get this to come up. It might take a sec. Adriana, why hasn't he approached yet, and when will I start to date my future partner? The timing could be late summer, early fall. He's feeling a little bit lazy right now. He's not putting in a lot of effort. He's feeling like he's not ready to move things forward. He needs a little bit more time. He also may be preoccupied with other things. Like there's a lot going on either family or friend-wise. Sweet thing. Kenneth's phone is loaded with my pics. What is the purpose? What is the purpose? He cares about you, this guy. He wants things to move forward. Sometimes he feels like he can't get out of his own way, and he feels like he's self-sabotaging, but he does care about you. People can be so strange sometimes. I mean, for real. Colleen, how is B feeling? Feels very prepared. Feels like they're moving forward. Feels like they're well grounded. Feels like they're looking to change their life in a positive way, and they feel like they have all 10 cups full, or they will be. So they're looking to like make a plan and stick to it. I think this person wants a lot out of life, and they're going to figure out how to do it. Miss Anna, with us being apart so long, has he thought of moving us forward towards proposal with marriage once he returns? Okay, let's see. No, he's not thinking of marriage right now. He's thinking that when he comes back, he's going to have work to do. And I don't blame him. I mean, how do you disappear from somebody for so long and then come back and be like, oh, let's get married? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you definitely got to fix things first. So I don't blame him for that. I think that that's a good thing. He feels like that you feel like you were stabbed in the back. And he feels like he's got some work to do, which he's got regret, and he should. And he should fix it. And he should make good for this and put in the effort. No, I don't think he's going to come back and out of the blue and ask you to get married. No, I don't think that he thinks. I think he thinks that if he did that, you would kill him. Josette, will I have a baby with Dre? You got a 70% chance. Yeah, you could. It's possible. Jay, what's making me appear attractive in Grace's mind? I think that she's attracted to the fact that you come off very strong, very stable, and very kind. And I think that makes you more attractive. I think there's something about the strength. Oh, somebody paid on PayPal. Okay. Do I ever cross, there goes the phone. Do I ever cross Guillermo Silva's mind, and what actions will he take if I were to return to the same place that we worked? Okay, let's see. You definitely cross his mind quite frequently. I think it would be a good thing if you went in to see him. I wouldn't make it like you were going in to see him, but I would just casually go in there and see what happens, because you've got passion and the wish card, right? Then you have feeling like you made it to the top of the mountain and you got somewhere. You have good justice and good karma on your side. and you have things moving forward with him and him not holding himself back. Plus there may be like a good connection between the two of you to begin with. So if you're going to go back in there, I would go in just, you know, saying hi, I was in the neighborhood, that sort of thing, and let's see what happens, because he does think about you a lot. Did I make it through the super chats? I think I did. All right. Let me do the moderators. Oh, here's one. Miss Anna, you didn't answer if he still loves me. Oh, he still loves you. He still loves you. But how could you can't just disappear from someone's life for like months and then come back and expect them to marry you. I mean, he's going to need to fix this. I mean, it's going to take he's got to rebuild the trust that he's broken. And if he doesn't, then you guys would be entering a marriage that would be like based on very shaky ground, because what he did was not nice. Like, and to just disappear like that, like you have to be on some kind of stable ground, and this guy has already broken trust with you several times, so he knows he's got to get that back. If he doesn't, how do you move forward? Like, you would always be thinking, like, things get really, our brains are very logical. So as soon as something happens, immediately our minds go back to what happened in the past. That's just the way that we're programmed. So if this guy were to come back in June, ask you to marry him, and then go back, immediately you would feel like he disappeared again. And even if he had a legitimate reason why he is not reaching out to you, you still would feel that way, because it brings up the old feeling, because that's how your brain processes it. So this guy's got to earn your trust back before you guys can get to the next level. Otherwise, what is marriage? Marriage is nothing. It means nothing. It means nothing if your actions, you know, if you're not, like, two people don't need to be married to have a good relationship. And being married doesn't guarantee a good relationship. If anything, it's a false sense of security. But I think he knows that he owes you an explanation, and he needs to figure out how he's going to fix this before you can move forward. You can't just disappear for almost a year and then come back and expect things to be okay. And he knows that. So it's going to be a lot of repair first before things can move forward. Because otherwise, how do you trust him? You know, like, I would immediately, it would fall back into, am I going to hear from him? Am I going to hear from him? Am I going to hear from him? Because the trust has been broken, and he's done, you know, he's done other things to you in the past that would make you question it. So we got to see how this plays out when he finally comes back. You know, it's shitty, but you know, it always comes back to us, right? And like, I say this to people all the time, like, why do you still want to be with somebody who's treated you like this? And I've been there. I've done it many times. And you got to ask yourself, why? Like, if you have the choice, right, to pick yourself up and walk away from this situation, would you pick yourself up and walk away from it and leave it behind? Because look at how you've been in this, you know, how you've been treated. I mean, there have been people that have done horrible things to me, and I'm like, forgiven them. Why would I do that? It doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you forgive somebody who's done something horrible to you? Give them a chance to do it again. Give them a chance to do it twice as worse next time, because that sometimes happens. Like, I talk about the guy that I dated off and on 10 years. I mean, I still talk to him every now and again, because I'm not in love with him anymore. I can talk to him. I can see him. What he does no longer affects me. But there was a time where what he did really affected me. And he did some really horrible things. And you got to think to yourself, like, why did I put up with that for so long? Like, what was it about me that made that okay? Because it's not okay. It's not okay to come to my job and make out with another girl so that my coworkers can tell you that you were there doing that. Like, that's not okay. You could go anywhere else in the world and do that, but you don't do it in my job. You know what I mean? So it's like, but why would I be so forgiving? Why would I do things that it's just, you always got to bring it back to yourself. Like, would you accept a wedding proposal from him at this point? If he showed up at your door tonight and he was like, marry me, would you be like, okay? Because he really owes you an explanation and repair. And these guys, they never realize what they have until it's too late. And it's a shame. It's a shame. And then you get the I love you, but I love you. Yeah, well, you didn't love me when you were doing this, and that. Remember that day? Because I remember. I haven't forgotten. All right, I think I have another PayPal one here. Nina. All right, let me know the PayPal questions, send with blue hearts. And while I wait for the PayPal questions that I didn't get to, I will answer for Zara. General reading between now and June. Life starts to move forward quickly between now and June. Passion around you. You also have a wish that comes true. Good karma on your side and feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. You've got the water sign and the Taurus both here between now and the end of June. So good luck. Mel, what's to come for me and my nemesis, Kim the Leo? Let's see. Oh, PayPal people, send the question with the blue heart and I'll do them next. I don't want to skip them. All right, there's some anxiety here and there's a betrayal, but there's also things moving forward or of evolution. So it could be things moving into the past, like you could be moving away from this situation. I don't think that this person is going to ever be someone who's in your life. I have a funny feeling that she burns herself out. So it's like she hits like a standstill, and whatever it is that she's doing, either she moves on to a new enemy and she forgets about you, or, which it may be what happens, whatever the situation is that the two of you are at odds, that situation may no longer be there for her. So she may be going in a direction where she's going to be fighting with somebody else. She doesn't have luck on her side. She's actually got regret. So it looks like she burns herself out. She may be getting exposed for exactly who she is. You know, this is the time where like people are starting to show their true colors, and I think that her true colors are starting to come out. I also think that whatever the situation is that ties the two of you together, it may not be there for her anymore. She may have to move on to something else, or she may have already moved on to something else. So she kind of leaves you alone, or she screws off or something. Okay, Nina wants general love. But was there somebody else that I missed? I think there may have been someone else I missed. Nina, general love. Oh, you got decisions to make. You got a couple of people coming in. You have decisions to make around a love relationship. If you're not with anyone right now, you have a Taurus coming in. You also have a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. One of these people may be very focused on money, business, or opening up a new business, doing something like that. They have a lot of money, a lot of balance, and like a business idea or a business plan. And they're prepared to move forward. The other person may come in, the water sign may come in much more like upfront about love, like wanting, you know, it could be like somebody that you meet on a dating app or something like that, if you do that kind of stuff, because it's like immediately it's about love. The other person may be more like, you may meet them at a business or at their business, or they may be talking to you about business, and that's maybe how you meet them, because it seems like it comes in more on a business level than it does come in on the love level. But coming up very soon, you're going to have all 10 cups full, which means you're happy. You're happy on all levels, not just in your love life. Money should be coming in nice, or maybe career or something like that. Moderators, did I make it through all the donations? All the PayPal ones are done. All right, excellent. Then I'm going to go. Excuse me, I got to get something to drink. And I'll be back on tonight at 9:30. I'll be back on at 9:30. Uh-oh. Hang on. All right, what's the question? Send the question. I'll do it before I go. And I'll be back on tonight at 9:30. Love reading. Will I be in a relationship this year? Okay, let's see. Yes, before the end of the year, you have a water sign that comes in. Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. You also have somebody around you right now who you don't realize is into you. They may be stepping forward. That person could be an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And it looks like whoever it is that you choose, you're going to have a choice to make. They're going to be very well balanced, or the relationship will be well balanced. It brings happiness to your life, and the Ace of Cups is overflowing. Love cup is flowing. So you should be happy, but you are going to have choices. So it's not going to be one person. There's definitely at least two people around you that you're going to choose who you want to be with. There may even be a point in time where you're kind of seeing two people at once, which is a good thing. It's definitely a good thing. All right, guys, I'm going to go. I'll see you tonight, 9:30. All right, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Thank you all. Bye-bye.